Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report. Celtics, they smoked the Raptors, 121-103.
Told you, man. I told you at halftime that was going to happen.
That was embarrassing from Toronto. And they pushed back from up 36 to within 16 in the second half. Bit of a fake comeback. Derek White puts his foot on the gas, gets a couple layups to go, and the Celtics end up going up by 20 again. The early work, super impressive, though. Celtics go double big tonight. No Jaylen Brown, no Marcus Smart, no Malcolm Brogdon, all key contributors, save for Smart, from the last game. And Tatum going downhill, Derek White passing, Al Horford, Robert Williams blocking 3 shots each in that first half. Just completely shut the Raptors down and put this one away, I think, after a quarter, I felt like.
Well, with Tatum setting the tone the way he did in that first quarter, I mean, it was essentially all they needed when you think about the way this team was executed. And it wasn't just Tatum. I mean, Tatum did get the thing started, whether it was him scoring or him making the extra pass, but it was everyone making that extra pass. It was everyone making the Toronto Raptors, dig in defensively. It was just something that they just weren't going to do. Like, it was like the Celtics were challenging them, and the Raptors couldn't meet that challenge. And I just think, again, kind of what we talked about at halftime, you're seeing that significant gap between a team like the Raptors and a team like the Celtics with championship aspirations. And even without Jaylen Brown, guys are falling into the system, believing in it, executing at a high level, and this is the end result.
Big cases for Sam Hauser, Blake Griffin to
Pritchard,
play into the playoffs as well. We'll see on Pritchard with all the guards in front of him, but Hauser, 6 of 10 from the field, 25 points, a career high, dunked twice for the first time in his career. And Blake Griffin had 4 assists in 9 minutes right off the bench. So huge, again, contributions from guys who don't play regularly.
Right, definitely. Well, look, what Blake Griffin is doing right now, wow, I can't even talk right now. That's the role that we've all been waiting.
I love what he's given them.
I mean, that's the role we know he's capable of being for the Celtics, but he's also that guy. I mean, we talked about this a month ago or so, or even a couple of weeks ago. If someone's in foul trouble or someone can't play, whether it's Rob or someone maybe like Al's in foul trouble, he's a guy that can give you quality minutes, and he continues to show you that. The reason why I bring up Pritchard is because, he's probably not going to get a whole lot of playing time during the playoffs, but he's ready. That's the kind of mentality you have to have when you have championship aspirations, and especially when you're a guy who's not always going to have his name called, but when his name was called like it was today, you got 20 points out of Pritchard. It just shows you the type of level of focus that these guys are all on, everybody from start to bottom.
Only his second game since that heel injury in early March. Good to see him back out there, available at the very least. Concerns dwindling. Consider the opponent. The Raptors really look like they're heading to a bad place at the end of this year. They're eliminated as a Celtics opponent. Celtics will play the winner of Hawks Heat, which is official as a play-in tournament game on Tuesday. And then only lingering concern for the Celtics into what will probably be a rest day on Monday is Jaylen Brown's hand, completely wrapped up in the locker room pregame. Said he cut it, watering his plant and breaking the glass, and I guess getting cut by a shard.
A broken piece of that vase, I guess.
So he's out on Sunday. Said he'll be back for the playoffs next week. But stitches on that shooting hand, hard to feel good about that.
Yeah, it's not good, Bobby. It's not good. We're not sure how it's going to heal. I mean, only Jaylen knows, right? And then depending on what he says, and he's not going to tell you if he feels like he's not 100%, but you obviously have to wonder how it's going to affect him offensively. We'll have to wait and see. It's unfortunate. Luckily, you're just seeing the Celtics team respond without him, even if people want to say these games don't matter, essentially. I think they somewhat do in the sense of how this team responded after playing the same team. You know what I mean? Like, that's what a series is, right? You play them, a bunch of times. You make adjustments from the first meeting, and you see how a team reacts to those adjustments. So I think all that is important, even if it's at this point of the season. But eyes will be on Jaylen. That will certainly be the talking point going into the series, depending on whether it's the Miami Heat or not. But either way, I mean, the good thing about the Celtics is that they're not in that situation, right? They're not playing in the play-in tournament. They can rest a bit. They can focus. Whereas other teams, if they were in a different situation, it would be tough. Considering Jaylen going into that type of game of that magnitude and then going right into a best-of-7 series.
Yeah, all big news out of this one. Game 81 over. Celtics have one more before the playoffs against the Hawks on Sunday, a possible first-round opponent, which is good. We'll have more coverage of this win, 121-103 over the Raptors. All the post-game reaction here on CLNS Media, Celtics All Access. Of course, tune into the Celtics post-game show. Josue Pavon, Bobby Manning, TD Garden.
Garden Report is brought to you by FanDuel. Sign up at FanDuel.com/Boston and get in on the action with $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet.